All right, here we go. First ride on the Arctic Leopard Enduro 1821. Does have the off-road tires on it. Pretty excited to ride this bike. Gold forks. I can't be mad at anything I see. It's got a far driver controller, 72 volt, 55 AH battery, 20 kilowatts. I've seen above 20 kilowatts with the tune-up I have on the other bike. So the Arctic Leopard Enduro is gonna be my new race bike. So here we go with the first ride. I'm not gonna talk about it. I've already got an intro introducing you guys to the bikes. So let's get after it. Let's get a ride on. Start off in Eco, which is mode 1, just to kind of get a feel for it. I really like the way the throttle feels on this. The throttle feels so far. I've only ridden it from the trailer to my, from the electric moto to the trailer. So I'm pretty excited about it. The bars are a little lower than I would like, so I'm not real sure about that, but maybe it's just because I need to get used to something like that. I'm not a super big motocross guy, just kind of your average Joe Schmo, nothing too crazy. Just first thoughts of Eco, this bike is so smooth. These gearbox bikes are just, they don't disappoint. Quick rip, see what we see here. All right, I hit a engine limiter right there, it felt like. It was pulling smooth. It was pulling pretty good up until I hit the, about 39 mile an hour. You could feel the bike lay over, almost if it hit a rev limiter. Like it wasn't gonna go any further, which I found out was kind of cool, so. All right, let's try, see what Tour is. Tour is what they call stage 2. We'll see what the top speed is at. The Eco, I actually really like the Eco, and I'll say the reason why I like the Eco is because I can actually go above 28 mile an hour. Previous bikes I've ridden, you can't go that fast in Eco. I would love to have a full speed, but it would be less power. Because sometimes I need to go a little faster than 28 because I'm on the road and full speed is 35 mile an hour to go with the flow of traffic. So 28 doesn't cut, and I end up in sport, tanking battery. I'm gonna start this little drag race here again, and we'll see what we can do with speed-wise. This is just the size of my yard here. We are sitting here in Tour 2, 95%. The bike does have 3 miles on it, just as I thought. It is a brand new bike with 3 miles. So I got four different modes here. 1 is the softest, and 4 is the most aggressive. So let's see what it does. How fast are we gonna go? We just went 39 in mode 1. Mode 2, let's give it a rip. Still very soft, but it's much quicker. I'm already at 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Woo, almost ran out of room. Definitely not ideal. So much faster in Tour 2. It was ripping. This bike power comes on so smooth, and it's so just, it just rips. It wasn't wheelie in or anything out of the ordinary like that. I was very happy with it, and honestly, I feel like I'm gonna ride it in Tour 2 most of the time, even in the woods, because I got enough to run up a hill. I'll probably turn it up a little bit when I go up to some bigger stuff, but just as far as keeping my trail speed rolling, I think I'm gonna stay in Tour 2. I like that a lot. Now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna run this one out as far because I almost didn't get stopped. How this reverse works, a lot of times people ask me, like, does it have reverse? Yeah, well, it doesn't work like a normal reverse. You have to put it in neutral, then hold the reverse button, and then you give it gas. So I don't like that, because if I'm on a hill, say I'm trail riding and I'm on a hill where I need to keep all the hands together and that just doesn't work, I'm not gonna like it. So that is probably my only gripe so far with this bike, is the reverse function. Don't know if any other bikes are like that. The only other bike I had that had reverse was the Vetra, and it's the same way. And the E-Ride, when it had an EBMX 9000 on it, it had a reverse, and it was super easy to use. It actually worked really well. All right, I do have the regen off. Let me turn the regen on and see if it'll help us. We're gonna do STO, which I think is standard, or STD, which is standard. This is going to be much faster. I'm going to turn the regen on and hope I can get it stopped. Now, there has been rumors of regen slowing bikes down. I've heard that if you have regen on, it can make the bike not have as much top speed. Kind of different, but I'll buy it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Little bit of tire spin, nothing too crazy. 45, 50, 52, 50. All right. That one's same situation. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm tearing up my yard. We'll do one more and that's it. But that one was about 57. That's what I think I saw. And you can see my, I got a pretty good run on it. I'm almost not getting it stopped. I'm pretty much not getting it stopped. We'll go back here. That one is power wheeled and spun the tire a little bit. So STD must be what they run around in as like a normal sport. I did have a little track back here, which I may start running this bike back here just to test it. We're gonna pump up into sport. Sport is the rowdiest. You can see the kilowatts that the bike is pulling real time right here. So keep an eye on that when we're keeping an eye on the mile an hour. See if it's actually hitting 20 or 21. I have seen 21, but I don't know if that's like what I should expect. Now this is the sport, which we'll call race mode, which I have a feeling this is gonna be a little rowdy and I'm gonna have trouble getting it stopped. So I'll probably go to the garage and let off of it. See how this all works out. All right, here we go, 94% battery, sport. We're doing just this is literally a 3.5 acre lot. I'm at the back of it going towards the front. We'll be able to see this after this one right here. This is Sport 4. Oh, yeah, that's much. Oh, it's power wheeling. Holy cow. This thing is crazy. Right there, 50, 60. Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. I almost did not get it stopped. Even with a ton of front brake, you can see I almost didn't get it. That's 4 top speed runs. And each one, it kind of got a little worse. And so we're gonna put it back in tour, take a little ride here. I'm gonna put it up into some rowdy mode because I'm gonna get some wheel speed here in the yard. I'll test it out here on the way back and we'll put it in standard 4. This is a little longer yard than mine, probably about 3 times as long. What I'll do is I'll test it out and see what the top speed can be with that. This is our neighbor's yard here, and he lets us ride our dirt bikes and stuff back here. We don't ride in his field because it's planted right now, but when it's cut, we ride it through it. But right now, it's all planted in their soy season, so we will, ooh, nice. Floated through the air real good. Woo. Woo. Yeah, dude, this thing feels amazing back here. A little bit of tire spin because this is kind of soft and dry, but are a little moist but soft. But you can see it's just, this tire just hazes it. When you get into it, just spins. So that's mode 3 and it's just too much. Here is just mode 2, which is perfect. It doesn't get too crazy. So I'm not sure, but I might have a little bit of a flirt with 2. I think 2 might be better than 3 when it comes to this, so let's check it out. All right, we got a little bit of a track in here. It's not really ours. Nice neighbors here, so we get in and out of it. We don't tear it up. We don't come in here much. I'm gonna give it some more. I'm gonna give it to STD3. Must have had a tree down. Woo, woo, woo. Woo. Oh, this bike is so good. I just get so caught up in how good it feels when you're ripping. The power curve's smooth. It just rips. The suspension's good. I have no complaints. It just rips. That was mode 3 that we were doing all that in. Ooh, that hit me in the face. All right, let's go top speed. Woo! She was ripping. Wow, this bike is so good. That's what I don't like right there. That's one of the downfalls, is this brake cable. I'm probably gonna take this hanger all the way off. And that's this right here, gonna cause me a bunch of issues. I'm gonna take it all the way off, and then it'll just be the cable bouncing up and down. I did it on my e-ride and it seemed to be fine. If I have to, I'll add this new kit that they just came out with. Oh yeah, she good. Nice little wheelie there. Man, this bike is amazing. It's phenomenal. I can't say nothing bad about it, man. That's the first time I got to rip it. Even the Vetra, I've never rode that hard. This thing feels so much more planted than my e-ride. My e-ride always felt like it needed a longer swing arm, but this thing is phenomenal. I can't, it's just so good, so good. Uh-oh. Looks like my riding crew's here. What's up, buddy?
Nothing. Where did you go? Tell me you didn't go to Mark's without me.
Where?
Mark's.
Who's Mark?
Stop playing.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We're home. Let's go hang out with the boy.